All right, Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yashar Brakatham. My sisters, Yahweh Shamar Al Thun, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is the Pittsburgh class. I'm preaching Officer Kwamgawan. This is the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding Gen.YAHANNA. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Of course, we've been bringing out this truth since 1969, which is that blacks, Latinos, First Nation man and woman are the children of the Most High God. So today, we're going to jump into some world news, some Pittsburgh news. We're talking about, we're going to pull up some scriptures about, the ending times and so forth, right? So the first thing we're going to jump into, I got a few articles here. This is some Pittsburgh news here. So like, 1 minute. Let's see. All right, so let's see. Okay, and this is labeled under the one of the 5 things to do in Pittsburgh this weekend. All right, because I was doing my research here, and so we have this this ink fest. All right, when I say ink, it's has to deal with tattoos. All right, so we're going to read about that real quick, and then of course we'll bring up some scriptures on that. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, this is okay. This is in the Trib Live. This is a local newspaper here in Pittsburgh, the Trib Live. All right, so it's called. The article says inked. It says the ink for Impact Flash Tattoo event is Sunday at Spirit in Lawrenceville. Lawrenceville is a neighborhood about 10 minutes away from where I'm at right now, featuring 16 tattoo artists. The event benefits Pittsburgh Action Against Rape. People can get tattoos on site. Each artist has attended training by a Pittsburgh Salakia. Something popped up on my screen. Salakia. Oh, come on. What is this? Salakia Israel. Something just popped up right in the middle of my. All right, Salakia. Each artist has attended training by a Pittsburgh Action Against Rape educator to ensure they are enabled with appropriate skills in how to respond to disclosures of sexual violence to create a safe space for their clients. The event is free to attend. Artists will determine the cost of a tattoo. Prices start around $100. All right. So, of course, um, according to the Most High God, to print marks upon your body is a sin that's unlawful. Okay. But you see how they demo this and make it seem like it's something for a good cause. So they throw in there, this we're helping, we're giving free tattoos, you know what I mean, to help prevent rape. That, you know what I mean. And we know that of course rape is unlawful and it's something that's despicable in the eyes of the Lord. But this is what the the people of Edom and the people who run this nation. This is the type of foul people that they are. They add sin on top of sin, where they try to cover it up, try to make it seem like it's something fun or something that's for a good cause, leading many of our people. When I say our people, I'm talking about brothers and sisters of the 12 tribes of Israel down the wrong path, because of course getting a tattoo is unlawful. I want to bring that out here. But again, this Sunday. It's in Lawrenceville. It's a free event, and they're doing it on site. They're marking your bodies up on site. But let's see what the Most High God thinks of that. All right, so let's get Leviticus 19 and 28. Let's do that. And Salaki, if you can't hear me too good, hopefully you will be able to hear me. I'm trying to speak as loud as I can here in the library. This is Leviticus 19 and 28. All right, here we go. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19 and verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. All right, now this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 28. It says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. Because people used to cut themselves over their dead relatives and whatnot. Nor, you hear that? Nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord. So to get a tattoo is unlawful. And I'm speaking to any one of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, blacks, Hispanics, First Nation people. Now, what the Edomites do, what the other heathen nations do, that's on them. Okay, they're not in the covenant, and the laws don't apply to them. Although they are wicked and God's going to judge them, the laws don't affect them. Them disobeying the law doesn't affect them like it affects us. You understand that? Because we are the children of the Most High God. So we are to conduct ourselves like the Most High God would do, or like Christ would do. You understand that? And the Most High God says for us not to print any marks upon us. So if you never heard that, that's in the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, and verse 28. Tattoos are unlawful. So if I see you down at that, if I see you posting a picture on Facebook about you getting a free tattoo in Sunday in Lawrenceville, just know that you broke the law. Okay. And then what comes after that? Punishments. Okay. Because of our punishments and our dealings, dealing falsely with the Most High God, we are a cursed people. You understand that? Little things like tattoos and eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, and selling drugs and using drugs. These things, have affected us, and it's evident that we are a cursed people because of the way we are living here in America and all over the world. All right, so let me put out another article I had here. Let's see. This is some interesting news. This is in Pennsylvania as well. Okay, let's see. It says, and this is on CNN. This is a world, it's made world news here. It says nurse faces additional charges after admitting she tried to kill 19 other patients. Pennsylvania AG says. All right, so this is a nurse. Let me see here. Okay, it's called Quality Life Services Nursing Facility in Chicora, a borough in western Pennsylvania, is one of several facilities where a nurse is accused of attempting to kill patients, according to the state's attorney general. Now, before I even get into this, when I read this, I knew this had to be a damn Edomite, Salaki. I knew because sisters don't get down like this. You understand that? But this is some stinking Edomite, and she's purposely killing patients. And you got to think about that because think about our elderly, and this is why it's always been a custom of our people to care for our elderly ourselves when they get old, our mothers and our fathers, our grandparents, and stuff like that. Putting them in a facility, it's kind of like a modern thing. You understand? Back in the day, we took care of our own. All right, so let me read this a little bit. This is CNN. A Pennsylvania nurse is facing additional charges after prosecutors say she admitted to trying to kill 19 patients in her care. According to the state's attorney general, Heather Presty, 41, was already facing charges after Pennsylvania's attorney general Michelle Henry said the registered nurse from Natrona Heights confessed to intentionally administering a lethal dose of medication to 3 patients at the Quality Life Services nursing facility in Chicora, a borough in western Pennsylvania. She was charged in May with homicide and attempted murder after 2 men, ages 55 and 83, died, and a third was hospitalized. Henry said in a news release. Salakia, this is a goddamn devil if I ain't never heard of one. I mean, just think about that. You're working in a nurse's facility, right? A nursing facility, and your job is to care for these patients. This is what you went to school for. This is what you're supposed to be your career. But you're actually, you know, these people are already on their way out. But you assist them, or not even assist them, but you get them there, get them to the Most High, or wherever they're going quicker. You understand that? Salakia. But this is just an evil act. This is an evil act. You know what I mean? And again, this is the ways of the oppressor. This is what the Edomites do. You understand that? This is not of our people. Our people, we rarely do things like this. And when we do it, it's because we've learned from them. You understand? Because we're not following our God. But this is a terrible thing. A terrible. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pull up some scriptures about that. But let's get Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Let's do that. All right. Okay, this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Verse 11. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Now, what is this talking about? The oppressor has been a devil since the beginning, okay? And just because we're in modern times and he's cleaned himself up, he's put on a suit, he's got a shave, you know what I mean? He put on some cologne, he might smell, he or she, perfume or cologne themselves. And when we talk about him, it's also talking about the woman as well. Because the Edomites, when it's talking about man, sometimes it's talking about mankind, it's talking about women as well. So it's telling you here to never trust your enemies. And of course, the oppressor, the devil, that the Bible speaks about, the so-called white people, are our enemies. You understand that? So, and this devil here proved it. Heather Presby, she proved it. You understand that? She's working at a nurse's facility, and she's administering things to these patients to make them die faster. I mean, this is just an evil act. And like the scripture says, never trust thine enemy. For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. And this is something to, our brothers and sisters in the world who don't know no better, putting your relatives in those nursing homes. This is what you got to face. This is what you got to deal with. Imagine, I couldn't imagine, my grandmother, or one of my grandparents, or my mother, or something like that, father, putting them in a nurse's facility, and somebody is harming them like this, doing this type of thing to them. I mean, I'm pretty sure some of them are not on their way out. Some of them, could possibly live, a few more years, or maybe even 10 to 20 years. You never know. But this woman is taking the lives of these people, and we know that murder is wrong according to the scriptures. But this is telling you that you never trust these people, because this is what they're capable of. You understand that? And that's what's wrong with us here today in America, is that we have put our trust in these people, and we have been destroyed for doing that. We've taken on their customs, and we have been destroyed because of it. Let's get another one. Let's get Leviticus 19 and 32. Okay, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head, and honor the face of the old man, and fear thy God. I am the Lord. If you have fear of the Most High God, you will never do anything to disrespect an elderly person. You understand that? You're supposed to rise up before the elderly person, honor their faces. You understand that? These are the elderly of our people are weak and feeble. They can barely take care of themselves. We are our people, younger. We're strong and in our youth, and to go abuse and hurt somebody older, it is a very cowardly act. You understand that? It's a very cowardly act. It's just despicable in the Lord's eyes. Like I said, if you fear the Lord, you would never do anything like this to an elderly person. You wouldn't harm anyone, but you certainly shouldn't do this to somebody who can barely help themselves. And that woman, she deserves every punishment she's going to get. And if this had been a sister or somebody of the nation of Israel, they'd have been thrown under the jail already. They would have been persecuted and probably hung today. But because this is a goddamn Edomite, you know what I mean, they actually want to put her on trial and give her a chance to walk free, which hopefully she won't. But I mean, you get to the point of what I'm saying. They always treat them different than they treat us. But this is, like I said, a cowardly act. And again, we're supposed to rise up before the hoary head, honor the face of the old man or the old woman, and fear thy God. You understand that? Fear the Lord. Fear the Lord when I have you do things like this. You understand that? All right, so let's get something else. All right, let's put another article I got here. All right. Salaki, 1 minute. Okay, this one is U.S. news. Okay, and this one says 9 killed in Ukraine attack in Russian controlled part of Kherson. Local government says. All right, so 9 people killed in a Ukraine attack. All right, so it says here. I'm reading right off the website. A Ukrainian missile attack on Friday on an employment center in a Russian occupied town in the southern region of Kherson killed 9 people and injured 9. The region's Russia appointed governor was quoted as saying. Russian news agencies quoted Governor Vladimir Saldo as telling Rossiya 24 television, as of now, 9 dead have been pulled out from under the rubble, as well as 9 who are badly injured. Earlier reports had put the death toll in the town of Shaponika at 7. There was no report of the incident from Ukrainian officials or media. Russia captured Kherson region in the early days of the February 2022 invasion, but have since abandoned the region's main town, Kherson, and other centers on the west bank of the Dnipro River. Okay, so um, this is the type of thing. See, this is white on white crimes. You understand that? And if you're of the nation of Israel, this has nothing to do with us, but it is beautiful in our sight, as we say in the I.S.U.P.K. Why? Because it's letting you know that the judgment is coming to the nation of Edom. You understand that? It's coming to America for the wrongs they have done to children of Israel over a long period of time, for over what, I don't know, 500 years here in America. You know what I mean? And we've been being persecuted and oppressed by them for longer than that, right? Because the oppressor, is the devil that the Bible speaks about. He does the works of Satan. You understand that? But this nine killed in these Ukraine and Russian wars is it's pretty much precursors to what's to come. War is coming to America. You understand that? War is coming to the world, and the Lord said He's going to do away with these people for the things that they have done to the children of Israel. And of course, we're going to bring out scriptures on that. All right. So let's get the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and verse 10. It says, "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." All right, I'll read it again. Obadiah 1 and 10. "For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever." Who's this talking to? It's talking to Esau. Esau is Edom, or the father of the Edomites, who is the so-called white race. Okay, now, for thy violence against thy brother Jacob. We know that Esau and Jacob were twins, right? They came out of the same womb. They had the same mother, same parents. Okay, now, and genetically speaking, these Edomites are our brothers and sisters, genetically speaking. Now, as far as a nation under the Most High God and the covenants, they have no anything with us. Okay, but they created a lot of violence against us since the beginning. Since we came out of the womb, you know what I mean, one after another, they have committed a lot of violence against us. They have committed violence against us while we were in our land in Jerusalem. They still do it today here in America. They murder us in high rates, as they're the policemen and policewomen and stuff like that. So these people have oppressed us for so long and attacked us and have committed violence against us forever. You understand that? So for thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee. Shame, okay? That's what's happening to them now. You see them going to war with each other. It's a shameful act, especially when somebody of the same nation is killing off each other. Just like, we have done this for a long period of time here in America and all over the world. It's a shameful thing to see a black person kill another black person. You understand that? But these things the tables are being turned around. It's happening to them now. Okay, so that's why I said shame will cover them, and thou shalt be cut off forever. It's going to come to a point one day where there's going to be no more Edomites, no more so-called white people, white man and white woman. You understand that? And this is not Priest Officer Kwame One's words. This is in the Bible. Okay, you can read it for yourself in Obadiah 1 and 10. There's going to be a day, yes, that the Lord is going to wipe these people out, and there's going to be no more of them. Imagine a world without them. Excellent in my eyes. Okay, let's get some more scripture. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Okay, let's go to the book of Psalms, chapter 137, verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, Razz it, even to the foundation thereof." So there was a point in time when the children of Israel committed sins against the Most High God, and the Lord allowed other nations to move in on us and oppress us and take us out of our land. And at that time, the Edomites were cheering it on. When our land was being burned up, our temples was being destroyed and whatnot, these Edomites were saying, Razz it, okay? So they wanted to see our downfall, okay? And understand that the children of Israel, regardless of the disobedience that we have shown to the Most High God, the Lord still has a love for his people. You understand that? And he promises us mercy. He's going to correct us and get us right. So we're still special in his eyes, like the scripture says. We are special above all other people. So when they mocked us and said, Razz it, the Lord marked them and let them know, like, okay, you might have your laugh or your little time right now. And you have your little time to rule right now because I allow it, but it's not going to last forever. And you're going to be punished for this, for what you've done. You know what I mean? It's like, like they say, don't kick a man when he's down. That's kind of what that's like. Okay. So remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, Razz it, even to the foundation thereof. Because that's what they did to us. Okay. So let's get Lamentations 4 and 2. I'm sorry, Salakia. Is it? It is. No, 4:20. Okay. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4 and verse 21. Salakia. "Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken and shalt make thyself naked. All right. So what is this talking about? Everything that you see happen to the children of Israel today, and it's been happening to us for decades and decades and decades, years and whatnot. This is going to happen to them as well. They're going to have their share of death, violence, confusion. Okay, the Lord promises this. Okay, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken. Like we are drunken today with all the lies and things that these Edomites feed us, all the oppression that that destroys our neighborhoods and our people. This is going to happen to them at some point. And these wars are the beginning of that. When you see these wars and them fighting amongst each other, that's a beautiful thing in our sight. That's why, in the I.S.U.P.K, when we see these things happen, we don't get worried. We get happy. You know what I mean? Because we know what's coming. We're waiting for Christ to come back. You understand that? That Christ coming back signifies their downfall and our rulership. And that's what we want here, all over the world. Let's get Revelations 13 and 9. Here we go. Let's start at verse 9. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. Okay, what is this talking about? Who was led into captivity? The children of Israel. Transatlantic slave trade. Okay, who put us in captivity or slavery? The so-called Edomites, or the oppressor, the devil that the Bible speaks about, the white man. All right. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. He murders us in high numbers, day in and day out. Here's the patience of the faith of the saints. The saints are the Israelites who come up out of this world, wash their robes, and serve the Most High God. Okay, so it's brothers like myself. Brothers are the brothers and sisters in the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding GEN.YAHANNA. You understand that? That's the patience of the saints. All right. So these Edomites are going to go into captivity. They're going to serve us. Okay, they're going to be killed with the sword. Okay, like they killed us. Okay, that's what this Bible is saying. If you have a problem with that, you open the Bible, you read it, you have a problem, take it up with the Most High God, because all I'm doing is just reading it to you, letting you know the prophecies that are coming. Okay, this is not Priest Officer Kwame one's words. I'm just reading it from Revelations 13 and 9. Let's get another one. Let's get Isaiah 14 and 21. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. Again, talking about the children of the Edomites, okay? The people you see today who have benefited from the murder, death, and oppression of our people. They benefit today, and they are children of iniquity because their fathers put us in the transatlantic slave trade. They oppressed us, they murdered us. You understand that? So that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the faces of the world with cities, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So their time is coming, where slaughter is coming to them. How do we prepare them for slaughter? By you, us, serving the Most High God in its entirety. You understand? And keeping all the laws, statutes, and commands. You understand that? Serving the Most High God. By us serving the Most High God, He will lift us out of the oppression and put the curses on them and take them off of us. That's what we want. You understand that? Anybody who's been any Black, Hispanic, or First Nation man and woman who's been living in the world and has suffered under this severe oppression and go through these things every day in and day out, wouldn't it be nice to get that off of your back and put it on them? I mean, I know it would be beautiful in my sight. I don't know about you. Let's get another one. Psalms 149 and 6. All right. Okay, here we go. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 149 and verse 6. We'll start there. Let the high praises of God be in their mouth and a two-edged sword in their hand. Verse 7. To execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishments upon the people. Verse 8. To bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron. Okay? All right. You understand? Execute vengeance upon the heathen. The heathens, of course, any nation outside of the nation of Israel. I mean, Chinese people, Moabites, Japanese, Ammonites, Edomites, so-called white man. You understand that? So forth. execute vengeance upon them and punishments upon their people. You understand that? They're due for their punishments. Listen here, the so-called oppressor, the devil the Bible speaks about, has done wonders in this world. He has submitted everyone underneath him. He has destroyed all people, the children of Israel the most. He has made other people conform to his ways and his style and become just like him. He has made other nations accept his God, Cesar Borgia, white Jesus. You understand that? So, and these things have destroyed our people. Our people are on drugs and in jail, and and dying because of our acceptance of this oppressor's ways and going against our God. So he's due a punishment. You understand that, for his wickedness. All right, let's get one more. I got one more article, and then we're going to jump up out of here. Okay, this is another. This is a Fox News article. Okay, it says White House condemns Fox News for standing up on behalf of hate after host attacks CNN anchor's Jewish heritage. Here we go with that Jewish-ish, ISH, which means to be like a Jew. Okay, and hate. Every time you say something about a so-called Jewish, man, it refers to hate or anti-Semitism, right? Knowing that, you know, so-called blacks, what I mean, are the real Jews that the Bible speaks about. You understand that? So there's no way a so-called black man can be anti-Semitic. If anything, that he'd be hating on himself, you know, talking about, any other Jew or select, etc. All right, so I'm gonna read a little bit of this and then we'll pull up scriptures and we'll jump out of here. All right, let's see. It says the White House denounced Fox News on Friday, blasting the right wing network for standing up on behalf of hate after one of its hosts attacked the Jewish heritage of two CNN anchors over their coverage of the Israel Hamas war. Not only is Fox News aligning with those who fan the flames of hate, Fox is paying their salaries. Andrew Bates, Deputy White House Press Secretary, said in a blistering statement, marking the second time this week the Biden administration publicly condemned the network for its host commentary. The rebuke came in response to Mark Levin, a right-wing talk personality and Fox News Weekend host, who raged against CNN anchors Wolf Blitzer and Jake Tapper in recent days while ranting on his nationally syndicated radio show. Levin falsely claimed Blitzer's parents weren't victims in one way or another of the Holocaust. In fact, Blitzer's parents were survivors of the Nazi era concentration camps, and all four of his grandparents were murdered during the Holocaust. Levin added that he believed CNN was filled with a lot of self hating Jews. Salaki. Salaki, man. Salaki. I'm not sorry, but this is just, it's amazing that these so-called Jewish people, man, they have the softest, they're made of the softest fabric, man. I'm saying you can't say anything about these damn Jewish people. I mean, all the things that they do in their media, how they crucify black people day in and day out, portray us in violent and despicable ways, the things that they do to us that cause our downfall, they're behind it all. And then when you say the word Jewish about any damn thing, they get put on their little hats and run in the damn corner and start crying. You know what I mean? These people are just filth. You know what I mean? And we're going to bring that out in the scriptures. Okay, so let's get Revelations 3 and 9. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved thee. Okay, so the so-called oppressor, the devil, the Bible speaks about the white man, the Edomites, the Khazars, you understand that? Ashkenazi Jews, you understand? They are the synagogue of Satan, okay? They are not Jews. Although they claim to be the real Jews, they are the Jewish man or the Zionists, you understand that? They believe in the Talmud, you understand that? Ancient Babylonian teachings. They are not the real Jews that the Bible speaks about. So-called blacks, Hispanics, First Nation people, we're the real Jews that the Bible speaks about. All right, but he says, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet. Whose feet? Our feet. You understand that? There's going to be a time when these little bastards, Salakia, are going to come and worship before the children of Israel, the so-called black man. Yes, the black man that walks around with his pants hanging down behind doesn't know that he's an Israelite. You understand that? Sells drugs, uses drugs. You know what I'm saying? All these negative things that happen because we are lost and lack knowledge of our God. But there's going to be one day when these people are going to bow down before you. Okay, and I. All right, so let's get one more, two more. Let's get Revelations 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Okay, blasphemy. It's a terrible thing, and it's a false claim that these people say they are us. They are taking our heritage, you know what I mean, taking our laws of separation in the Bible and use it to rule the planet. Okay, and then if you say anything about them, they want to jump up and call it self hate, and you're anti-Semitic, and they want to make you apologize live on TV like they did Nick Cannon, Kanye West, and so many other people. These people are despicable, you know, and I can't stand them. Let's get one more. All right, this is the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. I'm going to close it out with this. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Okay, so the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's the wicked? The so called oppressor. That's what the Bible speaks about. The white man, okay? The Jewish man, okay? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. How does he do that? He's made God look white. He's made Christ look white. He claims to be an Israelite or the real Jews and they're white, right? But even though we're black, even Christ in the Bible is a black man. The Most High God is a black man in spirit. The angels are black. This is all in the Bible. You can pull this out for yourself. Okay. If not, where and who is he? If the so-called white man is not the devil that the Bible speaks about, tell me who is. You know, like I said, X the land. You know what I mean? Look at what he's done to the earth. You know what I'm saying? The earth has been given into the hand of this wicked man for a season, okay? Because it's almost up, and that's why you see these wars and these things happening because this time is almost up. And that's what I wanted to bring out here, okay? And again, this is the I.S.U.P.K and the commanding General Yohanna, start out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Again, classes Monday through Friday, about 7 to 9 p.m. We got street camps here in Pittsburgh on Saturdays from about 1 to 5 p.m. at Liberty and Market. Get online, pay your tithes, ISUPK.com. We got the Passover coming up in a few months. Support this truth. You know what I'm saying? This is where the only truth is. And with that, I'm going to jump up out of here. Shalom, Israel, the water for tuning in.